being able to shoot, kind of putting that onus on Loud to make the first move, and that'll be towards B to get that action started. No trades just yet, just a bit of damage. And Tikazine takes it upon himself to get a third now, sliding right into the arms of Jack. How did he even get that third one? Loud is fully in control of B.
What a big entry by him as well. Finally gets shut down, but this is going to be a very difficult retake for both Vic and Fireball Ups. Thankfully, they still have a Paranoid to work with right now, but the post-plant scenario is just perfect here for Loud. They just have to focus on the right side of the site. They can have a super late lurk by the activation of Luke Show into the garage because the wall's not being broken. They know exactly where the rotate's coming from here from C9.
They let him make noise. Oh, can't even get past that just yet, so they have to turn back around. Now Vic's taking damage. Really nice chaos being created by Loud's U-tail, and just silent walk around. Fireball, okay. They're able to get a lockdown on that situation.
To the roster here for Loud. He was also owning here regionally in the LATAM. Top ACS here in the region, and the reason why he's being picked up, for Loud. Breaking the recon dart, one playing anti. They have also Fireball Ups' flash to try to fight into this. And so far, it's a pretty decent read. Look at who's coming knocking at the door. It's 4 players from Loud at the start.
Well, up, ball down. They saw people on both sides of this B entrance last time. Tikazine still pushing through. He goes down actually to Oxy. They're picking up a few upgrades, but
huge upgrade. It's a Phantom there in his hands. That's pushing now Loud away, and if you're looking at Loud side, they still have a Vandal to work with, but now all of C9 are grouped up. They can maybe pick up a second weapon if it's been dropped there.
Left.
And as you can see here, there's only just a Phantom, but they're definitely going to rotate that rifle around here to give it to Zelsis at full HP and try to work together for the C site.
And he's the last one in line. Just body shields in front of him so they can get it. Wait, they don't even need the Phantom just yet. Can they get the use out of it? Jack with the classic.
Uh-oh.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left. Vic only has a Sheriff, but he could wait here for the plant to go down and try to find his timing.
Vic had a lot of these clutches previously. This is nothing new for him. Going to take it slow to get himself walked in here after hearing Luke Show make a bit of noise. And he actually starts movement pretty early here. Quite a bit of time on the spike still to be able to go in slow. Oh, so close.
The advantage is there for Luke Show, 100%.
Get the smoke out. Oh, all that Luke Show still with the steady hand.
It's only a low buy that you have now for your bonus round, and already Vic on the top of the C box is going to score first.
Smart play. I mean, they're trying to use all the little tricks early here so they can just play a base game if they can get enough rounds on the CT side or on the defensive, right? So the defense next map as well to play the same thing. And Luke Show with the push. Doesn't expect Jack to be right there. A good cover by C9's defense. A little line of scrimmage on that backside helps them get these trades. Nice
that they're super proactive around the map here. Look at the position of Moxie. That's the reason why Jack was already able to come towards that A-site link to trade off with Fireball Up. So they don't really lose too much, but they lost a bit of space. Darker surprising here onto Jack.
Oh my gosh. Jacked up for these ones. Spin on that. Tricks him with the Phantom tip there. And now Davi in between two. Oh, yep. Saw him just on the outside, so he's going to have to hide by Gong. Everyone starts to close in to end this round. A little more damage, though. Can't ask for more. Jack with a 4K.
Stage 1-2 for this year. The reason why he also came up here to C9 and getting that call up. And again, it goes back to that conversation, playing here this double controller old school style for what was still being utilized quite heavy in North America.
They come crawling out of the woodwork. Oh, nice cleanup there at B. We'll see if they can keep that pressure going down. Vic does have a Guardian on this one with full guns and an Operator now coming in from Loud. Oh, and an Operator coming in from Loud, but there's Oxy sliding in. Safe on the attack side of Loud, so now he's got to be a little bit more wary of what's happening. Backed up by the team, and they're doing this Death Squad movement a lot more in the changes that we're seeing.
Very nice, too. Instead of fully committing to the Hunter's Fury as well, just getting that space for that team, and so many backstabs just happened there for Cloud9. Just beautiful. Although the L-Drone missed. So Ernie still has a good spot until Oxy takes him down with the Operator, and that leaves now the insert from Davi inside that C-side being, like, well, I have space, but now I got to go pick up the spike against 3 players of C9. A great little start on the defense here for Cloud9.
I think it's obvious Veer has already executed a more proactive strategy for every member of C9. All of them were in the window when that push hack was executed. That's not a normal thing you see from this team, or a lot of teams.
Yeah, well, he talked about it with Liz, the focus on the macro this time around here as the head coach, and also just the protocols. So you're seeing C9 being a lot more together in these moments. At least for the start, it works well. Now it comes down to, again, those chaotic moments that still needs to be fixed. We heard that a couple of weeks ago multiple times through the voice comms on the side of Cloud9. And also, the other good news, too, is Veer, stepping up to the head coach slot, still has the support from Imi, though, who took down the assistant coach. So the experience is always going to be there until that was a lineup that looked dangerous. So as they feel no pressure at the beginning of the round from Loud, they have the right numbers again.
Loud continuously pressuring B. They feel like getting together on this site and guarding these shots is the way to do it. And they do protect each other quite well in the entry, only losing Darker. And it's going to be Vic able to put the smoke up, so they have to make sure they stay in sight. This can't be a protect from outside and guard the spike. It's going to make it messy. The chaos favors who is the question. TK Zine starts with one. Zelsis can't lock down the shot, but he's able to find it. The Vice ultimate rings out. Not too many affected by that as everybody takes a moment and a deep breath.
Time in their favor,
Fireball.
too.
Fireball and one. The second it clicks as well, and Luxo goes down, and Nerde has to play the cat and mouse game now. Ring around the Rosie, a hold almost from Vic, stops it. Oh, Nerde with the good click on that second step of Vic. Takes him down. Whether it be dangerous or not, they're all in on the same play, and that's the thing that matters. Again, here, they all break that doorway into C. Might lose TK, but now there's three in the site. Zelsis doing his basket spam through the wall. And it is actually an insert by Fireball and a few other C9 members to make this a little weird here. Oxy pulls up a kill, gets himself a good dash to get out of the ultimate of Davi.
I like the drop smokes, too, trying to leverage that in the back of the platform for little one-ways to fight with. Ooh. Double bounce goes right at his feet, so Oxy tried to dodge that, but it didn't work. Paranoia keeps their opponents at bay. You're going to try to pick it up and TP away if you can here. Oh, not anymore. That's perfect here, utility from Cloud9.
Just about 30 seconds here. Once they do get the spike, run across the map would almost be suicide if they don't know what's behind them. Could be anything from garage to grass. So the fight goes straight ahead. Davi pulls up one.
30 seconds
An ace
left
on the horizon if he's the one to actually take the shots, but Luxo, that operator, could be the next pick. And it is good for C9 to just hug the walls right now and let them in as far as possible to try and get that crossfire they have going. Oh no! It gets broken apart! And Loud still find the round, inching their way into C site.
Of Cloud9, but you kind of had no choice to play in that way because you have no information towards garage. You have no information towards that back of that C site, so they kind of had to cover each other's backs. Until finally the recon dart came out, but it was just a little bit too late for the last two players to set up here for both Jack and Vic.
Bit of a push down mid. They're reconsidering it. Oxy gets the first shot. C9 with that defensive start, getting a few more rounds, I'm sure are going to feel pretty comfortable here to execute this new aggressive kind of play style they have on the attack side. So they need these ones to finish out the first half.
Beautiful opener from Oxy, though, to start off from brick side to scale back towards the A main to try to get the op kill, because you'll definitely see that first. The TP, though, it's a TP. Hits him once.
Okay, spread the damage a bit.
Yeah, well, at least Luxio's going to get re-healed, but it's Erde that's now down to 70.
Too bad it's not the old days where you could have just burned the body off the map.
True.
The Vice Wall goes up, is Loud again. Tempster handed B. Ooh, almost a reset there from Vic, but the clean control from Darker gets the Phantom kill to go for two. And Oxy slows that play down as the spike gets planted.
Still have a stronghold for C9 for the retake. You have a pit. Also a big ult from the Steel Garden that's going to force some players back. Davi, though, is able to hold that for a bit. Backside's hitting behind Gong. I think this is perfect from Erde right now. Very hard for C9 to know where the last players are going to be at.
Actually, just playing slide sentry out here, knowing Zelsis would maybe get a play off of that. Very selfless there. And he gets in for the check on the smoke. Wow. Zelsis to clean up the window shot, and C9 will pick up another round here. Just over the shoulder for these trades. You can see Vic also approaching here, and Oxy gets one. An operator in the window. They're going to try to probably squeeze on this, but he gets the ult, and yeah, Tikazine's going to be faster. A quick kill there. Not sure if that op gets picked up right away. We do see Luke Show with one, and his ult just on the horizon. Fireball. Oh, just the ears. Oh my God, Iride's able to reset and get that one. The trades they're trying to put on each other are very heavy right now towards Garage. And this little insert by Luke Show is found by Jack.
This is a nice little Valorant round. I like what I saw from every single one of these players too, in terms of creating space and also just denying that space from just great shooting.
30 seconds left.
That's something that already talked about as well in his interviews, that they have such a good rosters of young fraggers.
Yeah.
But now so does C9.
Found the op. That's actually great information for Loud. And they're trying to circumvent that range and get right in the face of Oxy through Garage. Good utility coming from Fireball to help slow that and protect the C site for maybe an exit. They don't let him out. Loud is so aggressive on this, and they still find Jack through that. Even in the concussed mode, Tikazine gets another frag for himself.
That's just nice. With the help from the Hunter's Fury too, and yeah, that's a great start for Loud in this round. And remember, already went for the plant. They section out one of the rotates, preventing from C9 from flooding back in from 2 different angles. And they also have an ult to work with, so now you could just play post-plant wherever you want.
Fireball trying to draw fights from behind, but nobody is biting on these. Still kind of has squeezed through the rest of the wall. Oh, his close aggression is taken out. They have a chance to get some room in sight now, but the Kingpin Luke Show still coming around from Garage. If anything too scary happens, already gets one for himself, and it's just being such a distraction. Wait, hands, it goes through. They're too worried about the other fights to remember about the spike.
I think it's more for Loud as well with this Sage pick. So the 4-block wall could be very annoying to deal with at the start. Erde is already holding a close range, and there you go. Once he puts that 4-block, now he hears so many shots. Look at the rotate, look at the push as well. That gets denied by Fireball. That's huge here for C9 to enter towards the C site.
Yeah, Fireball starting hot. Looks like the defense setup here from Loud is just going to be a quick line of scrimmage. And no, they are going to gather and spawn. They're not going to actually have any entry through Garage here. A late lurk coming around from Fireball isn't really going to be a part of this fight, so we're focused on these shots right here as Loud light up the kill feed, and C9 answer right back. Hang on. TKZine still alive. Has to source out the last 2 players, and that's going to be Fireball on that lurk. That does come up big for the team. Played it calm, cool, and collected. C9 get pistol. That's good to see from a younger player who feels like they have a voice.
That's why you talked about. He just wants to get the dubs right now for Stelsis and also for Imi. So all he wants to do is win. He'll put his hours in outside of watching Vons or whatnot to just keep his aim on point. Keep watching Nats as well and how he plays as a Senti role and affects his own play style. And look at now, Darker setting up for the retake with the rest of their team. A paranoia that from this angle is only going to hit now one player in the back of the site. Yeah,
they chose that left side as they were coming through, but they can't get the high lows under control just yet, and C9 wreaks havoc with that elevation game inside B. Hello, Fireball. Another lurk here. I mean, if he's trying to focus on the Nats game, he definitely has the timing.
Yep.
And it is going to wreak havoc here for the rest of the members of Loud trying to come in.
They're just looking to 5-man hit early into the A choke control.
Back to the old death ball. Let's see how they're calming it as Cloud9 goes into this round.
Come on, close Rakers.
No charges. Shadows traveling.
Pretty sure there was more comms than that. You really need to get value out of the investment that you're putting in, because if not, C9's going to be in a comfortable spot to close out the first map with a broken bind for the last for Loud. And a nice timing by Oxy to open things up and catching Erdy off guard.
Absolutely. Oh, but not catching Luke Show off guard. What a snapback to grab 2 and slow the strategy right down. The Fireball still on the lurk. You see how much they're still considering that as well. as the spike gets planted here. His timing could be impeccable.
Here we go.
The Sixth Sense. Oh, he didn't catch the eye.
Oh, that's huge,
What
though.
a great look for the flash there. Gets one still inside the site, almost gets another turn. Man, it's a pleasure to watch Luke show, but they still get the best of him on this round, needing to play separated for this. Ooh. That would have been a big start. Another miss there. Luke show just trying to catch the shoulder of somebody as he's now forced into a very tight spot. And he's actually just outside of it.
Could still move back in and TP if he goes for a pick.
Keeps the operator back in a rendezvous. They're actually just going to try to force this one in, cause as much chaos as possible. TK is in there. What a find from Darker to start him off just outside the pit. 3 members of Cloud9 still trying to skirt about. They're going to get Zelsis out of the fight. Pit is down, and Loud knows exactly where to look as they get the defuse in that situation.
Into the round. So what you're currently seeing as well is that Ernie doesn't have to waste the wall so early. Let's hold that thought. A little bit of an idea to try to push down that line and reactivate right away from Cloud9.
They're really banking on that operator opener. Again, pushed out of the site. Great detection from the sonar bulb that Oxy falls. Jack answers. A little timid in the site now as they try to get to the right spot, keep themselves alive. Great sourcing by C9 to find the last member and clear before plant.
Nice little scaling in the end, too. After that punishment from the missed shot from the op, Ernie has to retake the site again. Has the wall, but now doesn't have numbers to help him for the retake.
Tough. That's 1, that's 2, and all they have to do is take down Davi here. That's going to be the shot. Jack with the hat trick to end the first map of Haven. Cloud9's pick.
And C9 looking good towards the end as well, especially on the attack side. Looked a lot more clean in the protocols in the post plant, too.
9 to collapse on the A site. Zelsis is going to get a second look, so he knows it's a confirm. And both from Zelsis here as Tikazine enters into the site. Vic is just going to try to hold slant now. Oh, it does not work. Confident as ever. Loud just start to waltz into the site, knowing they have power in numbers here.
Yeah, and you can see here the reaction from C9. They didn't fight as a team as they were trying to flood back into the site. Fireball up says he has the whole timing. It was perfect for them to stack up, but it didn't look good into the fights against Loud. So Loud, perfect positioning on the post plant. Lots of crossfire setups, and 2 of them on that spike. Could potentially seal the pistol for the Brazilian squad.
Jack? Oh, beautiful. Over the shoulder, giving out pies to the face of Loud for a moment there as they still have a hold on elbow. And that's going to be Luke Show. A tough shot here, finalizing the last one with the rendezvous up to get a quick shot on Zelsis. The fake in the hold. Zelsis not fully on it yet, but he's got a bit of an angle. Man, this is actually so awkward with the Sage Wall. And it actually is so much time bought by Luke Show enough, and Zelsis cannot get the defuse.
Still, look at Fireball ups. He pushes forward behind the Sage Wall as well over on this B side. So that's the protocol that you currently have from Cloud9 is, okay, we got a lot of pressure on this A side. Just activate here on mid.
Oh, control, fireball, another, my God, he gets it, plays the edge of the wall.
Told you.
And plays Darker.
I told you.
It's a perfect push. It's almost flawless and faultless because he can rendezvous out if he does see somebody. If he doesn't, he keeps walking and gets plays like this from out of B main. And now the pressure's on Loud here in the middle round. Luke Show loves that pressure and performs at A for a moment.
At least both players are accounted for. Oxy, though, overcommitted, was trying to get that pick towards that spawn.
Yeah, they're doing too much alone, doing way too much alone here. 9 HP on Luke Show. They're going to get the full trades in. Why is it coming down to 1 person, but it's still Cloud9's?
I respect the Oxy walkout still because he felt like he could have maybe cut the rotation at least 1 player from the spawn, which is Davi, because, again, they knew where he was coming from.
Nice! Hey, Jack, do ace, baby! More up, more diligent, more diligent.
Yeah. I love that you can feel it, Jack. So he's like, okay, yeah, we won, right? But we need to do a little bit better there. Fireball goes down. So the first time they do challenge him, he actually stays for the fight.
It was a nice try. That was something that, you know, it was never tested on that ace, on that B line. Tried to bait out to break that trip, but it's still Luke Show that's quicker on the trigger in terms of the reaction time.
Ooh, Avengers up and over. They still can get Darker over as well. Oxy says slow right down, and he clotheslined with 1, but dashes in. It feels like they thought They had a bit of a control without hearing the wall go down there, but all of the members of Loud were presenting themselves in sight.
No surprise for the first blood. Loud looking for a split on the top of middle into the B site.
Nice read towards Spawn here from C9 to instantly thwart that. Now the play is going to go towards Zelsis. He gives a good wall there. Oh, he gets the slide in from Tikazine. Cleared out through Market, and they're going to make their way into sight. Boba's held by Oxy, but it's going to be a tough fight. Gets one. Can't get the second one as Eride uses the teammate effectively for that kill.
Still doable.
2v2.
Right now with Vic's rotate, he's going to break that trip just to make them think that he's re-clearing that B line. And it's nice that he regroups with Jack, because now they could paranoia and haunt for information at the same time.
Yeah, you got to get around Eride's operator Luxio's operator somehow in the situation. B main smoke, default there. Oh! And behind the util. Beautiful little use of the trickery of the eye there. And now it's a ring around the rosy for Davi. Util there, but not enough time to use any of it. It comes down to the aim, the shot, the step into the smoke, but it's cleared. Vic there, playing defense. Else with the drone now. Oh, it's a hard chase. Vic can't get turned around in time as Oxy goes right out in the middle of the fight, thinking that he can help. A little I think I can situation. Put C9 down in members on this right side of the map. And now, an orb grab, ult ready. So if they get the spike plant and they can disperse on site, they may not even need to use the ults. Luxio can creep up with the op here.
Fireball is feeling fairly confident with how he's playing so far. This time didn't have a chamber TP to work with, yet they're still creeping to get kills. Understandable. They've been one man behind this whole time, so you're trying to make a play. You're still trying to find information of where the hit's going to be coming from. Now from Zelsis' position, he hears the full run back into middle, and it forces to re-peek, and it almost works. But Luxio misses a shot.
Love the mind games that they're trying to play. Eride. Oh, he answers on another one. Oh, the headhunter strikes true onto Jack as well, and just like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been spawning towards the market the whole time and saw nothing here, so no pressure coming through. He's now the late lurk towards the market.
Just off on the timing there, but they do still get the kill trade. Vic prepping the wall here for the retake from the rest of the team. They're going to try to get a plant down for Eride, who does get
already close to res again.
Res off of this, yeah. Fireball Ops goes down in the rotation. Easy heal there. God, they have the answer for everything on these peaks. It's really only becoming chip damage for C9, and they need more to come out of these situations.
I mean, look at the minimap. They have a sage wall to deal with on the attack side, their own sage wall on the other side.
They get one, but they lose one. And Vic's able to keep it going. Eride still down very low here after the fights. The defuse starts to go down, but Luxio finds the lineup after all that.
There you go.
Jeez.
So he was definitely looking towards that line where Fireballs was playing in front of that stage wall before, and gets that nice little flick up onto Oxy on the top of the wall. And this time, interesting look here from Cloud9. All of them grouped up on the top of middle. If that smoke's coming up, you're going to self-boost and try to fight down towards that line.
Here we go. Woo! Got one. Now Tikazine. He's going to stay here. Kind of love the confidence in this play, obviously. Oh, the paranoia timing with Oxy's slide. Very nice, but it couldn't cover Luxio out towards elbow. Squeezes himself in through the smoke, but C9 is still trying to swarm the site. The timing here from Pawn as well from Fireball. He's got really good just end of the round, the last.
How will this showdown turn out to be?
Oh, is he going to get triple peak, though, in the end? Oh, it doesn't matter. Tikazine still headhunts with the Sheriff down on his side at top mid. And Darker's pushed back. So Cloud9 trigger pulled again after one person going down, and they're going to try to get the kills in. Cloud just looking down on them from on high here in different positions. 4 members for Loud still alive. The C9 scrambles for another one, trying to dwindle the numbers. Oh, it's a tough peek. Oh my God! Teamwork on that was beautiful for C9, but it's still
Vic in the clutch.
Is going to be tough. Jumping on him. Just making it as tough as possible.
You don't want to fall into that same type of mistake here previously.
Everybody's using the Avenger play today. And C9 goes over the wall this time into the site. Grab one, great C's. No follow-up, though. They're not trying to push too far into sight. Fireball guarding the backside. And market is closed for now.
And with their position on Pulse Plant with Stingers, this will be dangerous and difficult for Loud to retake with.
They're going to try, though. 1, 2. Can't reset on that. Too quick to load. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, the lineup.
Bulldog. Just do a classic. Oh, he thought he had the time. Maybe he was getting wrapped. Maybe they weren't going to peek until the defuse. But
C9 could start slowing down the round and try to create different type of angles here.
Playing very quick on 2 different fronts. Trying to feign towards mid, but now they go back towards market. Actually going to be into the site. They are scrambling Loud, but still finding safety. Oxy just draws Luxo on the wall instead of getting the kill, and he's somehow still alive, unhurt. What? Did he get a heal there? Must have in a second. Rez coming in for Tikazine as he's back in the game, and Luxo with the 4K under pressure the whole time on that site entry.
Oxy felt like he had the kill already onto Luxo.
Like
he's turning away from this one, and then he just misses the shot. And that small miss allows Luxo to get a 4K into the round. Farming right now on Sunset for Loud. Almost close to dropping to 30 here at currently 27 kills. Have to walk somehow potentially into Luxo's op, and that's why you have to Prowler, give your position away. You realize now that the elbow is clear. Now you can play on site after using the Nightfall.
Textbook plant. I mean, they really can't even follow up on Davi's util right now. They're not in position. Oh, they may be in position. Maybe in position.
That was there.
A little risky, but sometimes you got to try it. Oxy takes him out, prepared for that push to come through.
That's a huge kill to take here.
Overdrive. Oxy sliding right back in, and he's going to go ahead and throw his out just for Davi, too. Now he has to reconsider who's going to slide into his face as he finds the first fight.
That's the thing. Don't overheat in going into this one. Play the tap. Play the protocols.
Oh, they're both making a nice job by C9 here. Oh, wait. Cursed. That's my bad. No time, though.
And puts himself at map point. This is will be an abysmal buy for C9.
I mean, even if C9 win, they get 3K, right? It's still, it's tough. Oh. Gets in crazy fast, so they do decide to go aggressive on this round. Really getting in C9's face the moment they get a buy. Loud goes for the throw. And another one. He sidesteps instantly for the peak. That's when Vic is most ready. But Luxo just that fast. And Oxy, he's going to use a little util before taking a chance on that angle.
Need the hero plays to come out for fireball ups. The best thing you got here losing this round for C9 is the ult from Fireballux going into the next round.
There's 3 people there for him, Vans.
You gotta make a play, man. It's a 5 versus 2.
Oh, of course. I think it's so funny. Loud's like, yeah, he's gonna be lurking. Let's set up everyone to wait. Wow.
Fireballux who's staying grouped up with the team this time around.
Cover going out.
Are they gonna try to go for a Hunter's Fury? Yeah.
Little protocol there, I like it. Especially with Tikazine sliding out, you want to be able to fight that Neon, and then you get a Hunter's Fury in the face, so you're kind of committing in the wrong way to start the playoff. Really cool stuff from Loud.
Luxo doing a little bit of a fireball ups there. He's gonna get the full timing onto C9.
And I think he's got it. The trademark, it'll be, I think he's still got the angle on Zalstis when he gets there. Oh, hello. Oh, goes for the quick ADS, throws him off just a bit, but it's still 3v3 here. Darker with an ultimate. It looks like they're just going to hold steady. They won't go for a quick.
I'm loving this.
From the shadows.
They already understood how aggressive the push came out here from Luxo, and because Fireball has been doing that the whole time, it's the same protocol. They kind of have the stronghold back towards the A side, so they could just full knife out into B for the plant.
Spike planted. Should be a reset time that you get Fireball to turn around. There it is. And they're going to hold for the front of that site with just Jack watching the back here. Util decently low, but Davi still has a bolt to shoot through when they start to enter the site. Eride is going to try to get to market to get back in, but he's going to have to rush it. slowly creeping in. A C's locks one of them down. Are they going to wait for each other, or do they keep pushing? The time is dwindling down here. C9 look to keep the map alive. No, Davi takes one out, and we're that much closer to Summit. A kill from Zelsis as well, and C9 find all the members of Loud on their re-entry.
That dream alive when already Luxo had that pineapple call on that big flank.
Yeah.
Should have had more, but you'll count your lucky stars here for C9. Still in this fight, behind by 4. And now still good economy, though, for Loud because of the amount of rounds they'd be winning here on the defense. Op still available for Luxo to take.
Very confident on taking these peaks. Already racked up 30 kills just on this map and comes up just short of 31 on that as he misses Fireball. It's the rush from C9. These are the strats that they were executing on Haven that worked for them. Everybody all in one through to the site, and it drops Luxo where he stands. Smoke's clearing out the vision here of Loud so they can't get the trades back they want.
It's a spam fest, though, that comes out in favor of C9.
And C9's not in a very good position. Once they get the plant down, they still have to scramble to set up what is a garrison for themselves, and Darker takes advantage of that. 2v3. It looks like they have a bit of a setup here. This looks basically what last round looked like in the same positions for C9 here. Ooh, Oxy trying to hug that wall there and asking for a little bit of help, which pulls out everyone from B main. Oh no, Darker takes one. It's just going to be up to Jack here. One of the newest members. Holds it true. He's been saying he got his. Can he get one more for the round, though, to keep C9 alive versus Darker? And it's not going to happen. Darker gets the kill, gets the defuse, and we're going all the way to Summit.
A nice close in on a 2 versus 3 for Loud to take away their map pick against Haven. A 13-8 for Cloud9 on Haven, a 13-8 for Loud on Sunset. And it will be decided on Summit, though. Contact off the camera to Paranoia and Duteo Util.
Trap indeed, that little triangle formation out there by Cloud9. Boxing in Loud as they try to get into the B site. Still towards the middle. Luxo has a bit of a timing, but Zelsis is aware of something, trying to check these angles. Oh, man.
Okay, well, you can't do these trap plays on anything else but the Cypher, so there's Elise Veer proving me wrong on the outlook that they had for the pistol round dressed up for C9. They still have a great player advantage against Loud, but it's still Luxo who's super dangerous to deal against.
And this is where in the last 2 maps C9 has somehow gotten this down to a 2v2 or maybe even a 1v2. They need to just live with 4 here. Find Darker and Luxo and be done with it. I think that's the step up. So they're staying as a ball. There's 1. There's 2. Easy peasy. Cloud9 grabs it. A second pistol round. Speaking of Jack's Tejo, one of the things I like about Tejo on Summit is all of these corridors are so tight. Very easy to kind of displace somebody and walk right into it. C9 more so outside the site here, but they're still getting taken out. Wait, Vance, this shouldn't be happening here. Loud goes in with a basic classic round, and they get Cloud9 swept off their feet.
It's a big mistake by Vic from his positioning there. Never expected for them to wrap around here towards that B site, and boom, he already goes down. And the Bulldog that was picked up by Luxo after they traded onto Fireball ups towards that B site became a thorn on the side of C9 for that retake. Picked up, what, 2 kills? Now a 3rd.
He doesn't stop.
Yes, map, but now it's official. It's the first time now as well that C9 gets eco'd after winning a pistol.
Yeah, you're right.
In this stage. And for Fireball's debut, so Romanelli is going to love that. I love how he's very expressive mid-round crab that's going to spawn here, the Neon. And by spawning the Neon, you would expect the split to be happening towards the A side because they need them to dive in.
Oh. Honestly, I really favor these little situations where you try to play into util, but Tikazine comes out shoulder clear on that for Fireball, and he can't even use all the util he threw down. The team's in safe, and now a cave retake becomes the possibility C9 has to use.
That's just so smart from TKZine to slide right into the eyes of Fireball ups. He was set up to think that the Neon's just trying to create some space.
Good clear. They've broken that first choke point. C9 trying to move together here, and Tikazine is still ready to shake everyone's hand on the way in. Just so on the ball. One more. They're going to let him get it. It's going to be the ace for Tikazine.
As well on the VCT stage. Look at that slide right in. You never expect it. It's like playing on the edges of a smoke when you're thinking the players are going to walk forward. You're trying to hold the angle on the side, yet he runs right into them. Chases them all down in individual fights, and that was...
It's going to be all playing their life. Using the weapons they have once they can get behind each other here. The Stingers, Phantoms. And everybody towards that top side as the camera is grabbed from Fireball and he heads over as well. Oh my gosh, they're just setting traps everywhere on the side of Loud. A nice relay bolt. They're going to try to keep one in. He slides right home on that one. Oxy picks up the first kill. C9 looking good to start off the retake, and now they have some time to set up the smokes and the protocol, so they take that time. Shots ring out. Oxy tries to beat the distraction to pull the crosshairs, but Loud is just knocking them down left and right. Fireball in a 1v2.
Has to move quick.
Got so far to go. One more, and it's just going to be a cat and mouse game. A quick peek. Oh, the shot from Fireball! Cleans up the round, and it is very much a round that Cloud9 needed for the mental and to surge back in here on Summit.
You upgrade into another weapon. You have now a null command and so many rifles to work with, but none of the flashes work. Nobody was affected on the side of Loud. They still had the crossfire set up, so you needed this man to step up.
Dang. The Red Bull clutch just in time to what Loud might be doing, rather. As the noise starts to come back towards the A side, it's going to be a hard anchor this time from C9, not the retake. Fireball's kind of stuck in sight right now. But who's going to be stuck in sight with who? C9 able to get a good few trades in there, but they get rezzed up. And a reset from Loud.
That's just unlucky, too, because Davi had the Nightfall to work with, but we'll talk about that in a second. He attempted the retake for Cloud9. Numbers are dropping down. Vic also takes down Davi.
And another one. It's 2v2 now. Very quick. Spike's not been planted. And now Loud haul ass to the other side of the map here. Coast to coast twice on this one. And they should be able to get it down.
The thing is, it's going to be tough now for C9 to retake. They used all of their util to try to stall towards the A site. Now you have a low HP Vic. You still have a Paranoia available for Darker. So they're hoping here that the full rotate back to spawn is going to catch some players off guard, and they could potentially still maintain a 2 versus 1 on different fights for the retake on this B site.
Is Vic the sentry, or is he the follow-up at 1 HP? Right?
Be the sentry.
He'd be the sentry, the first one in to figure out where they are. Oxy still got the slide, the fast lane to create the angles that they want, at least for one side of the site if they try to split it here. Straight through the spike. There's one for Oxy. Goes for the slide. He looks to the right. And it's Darker that comes up big with that one to keep Loud.
Back into that bend. That's exactly where Ernie's going. So they're going to try to pump fake towards that B side and probably finish towards A if they could cut these rotates.
Oh, they're pulling the spike. They got to be careful where it's going. Back and forth now. C9 starting to read where it's going. Is Loud. Get themselves over towards pocket to make their way in. Armageddon comes raining down. Airday should be able to make it out as they get through the Cypher trap wires. And we're still waiting for these kills to come through. Right now, everybody just basically on the other side of a wall looking at each other. They just don't know it yet. Loud gets one through Luke's show. C9 is basically trying to hide in plain sight.
It's unfortunately a team flash there from Zelsis too that now puts Jack down. They're trying to hold the line towards B. Look at this lurk coming in from Darker, though, denied by Vic.
Great turnaround. Reading a bit of that timing, knowing the round's going too long, and that 6th sense comes through. 13 seconds on the clock as it gets down to that boiling point. Up to Davi, Fireball again with a snapshot to clean the round up for Cloud9.
Playing it's really reminiscent to Scuba. Putting a lot of these cages around that map, utilizing that as special and extra obstacles to play around. And also always double tripping towards that site. There's
come on!
There's added by Oxy. And that's a nice little start. And that's why, again, to talk about the Senti you posed before, do you like to see a Vise on that map? That position that Jack just got a kill from was such a good position for Cortezia when he was playing that Vise. And look at it, now proactiveness is coming. We have an early TP over on the A side because the Crab already puts Oxy down towards his B line. Now here comes the fight for the A denial.
Cave is held by C9 right now. They're actually going to plant deep on their side for Loud.
Is Oxy going to ask for a smoke as well, just so he could get through, or is he going to use a fast lane? Yeah, fast lane to get across.
Scoots right by that. Nobody's heard it, and C9's going to wait a little bit for Oxy to make that noise. Luxio's already thinking about it. He always does. And Loud's now able to focus on the front of the site. That makes it so much more effective for them. A little bit of a look towards Link, but the rest of the members are holding down that choke point that makes it so tough to get back in. They'll even present themselves knowing the time's already gone, and they're just going to make it tougher for C9 to keep these guns.
The 6th sense from Luxio was huge.
Crazy.
I think it was also C9 stalling a little bit too much towards that cave. They didn't make enough noise here to give a chance for Oxy to really find his timing on that flank. So in the end, it becomes all members of C9, but less util to work with. And they're making themselves known here by breaking a lot of the blocks towards the A side, or B side.
Fireball star. Oh, okay, good trade. As they seem to just be catching Loud, happy to hold and sit in their positions, thinking there was more backup.
Spike planted.
Should be another pistol round for C9 here as they all gather right into that B lobby area to hang.
Yeah, they have one flash to work with and a triple swing. So you're hoping that the communication is going to be very good on the top of that spike, so they could work together here. If not, you have some heavy shooters on Loud to win this. Well, there's the first one down.
The angle on that one wasn't in their favor too much. Flash over the top. Nicely played, but the dash in. TK finds a way. And that is 2 members of Loud coming back to find all 3. All right, they know somebody's at least looking down main. They force themselves into the left side of the site, but they don't know what's on the backside. They don't really have the coverage to get a safe plant here, so they have to keep pushing through. This is where it gets a little dangerous now, and they don't have the coverage to do it. C9 going down left and right, and even trying to squeeze the spike in for a 2nd round plant is not on the menu. Okay, Fireball. Few good shots there to get his, but Davi ends that round. Have a lurk for C9. Everybody's on board with just getting into the site. A second slow from Erede. Oxy's gonna try and walk right past that, cleans up the site, and is ready for more as they start to gain a lot of space for this plant here. But again, not getting to the back. Still feels safe now that they have the angles, though.
That's just C9 playing with good disrespect.
Yeah.
I mean, he just ran through the slow ward. Here comes the fight retake from Loud, though.
Good.
Big hunt.
Oh my God, that was huge. Still have to execute on the attack, and C9's gonna have the aim to do just that.
First lane covers up that front B site, and like I said, disrespecting the slow orb, running through and catching opponents off guard, because now you're flashing from Vic to give that space for Oxy to take.
Great round. Nice try.
But can they survive in this chaos right now? Because they all went through the A link to plant towards A. They have no information towards A main. They don't know where the rotate's going to be coming from Loud.
Who's going to start watching Cave?
Hey, look at them position themselves right now, too. Right, so.
They just get out of knife. Still slow. A great little pop flash there to slow down the retake. Still enough time to get to the spike and take the fights, but Oxy's going to get 2 quick ones. They're trading too much, though. Without C9 being able to get back, the res comes through, and this is a tough one to take. Loud swarm the site, and C9 do not have the answer. Just a few more kind of bits of execution need to be layered in. Fast round here from C9 going through. Oh my God! Head on a swivel for Darker, and TK in the site.
Even scenarios, disadvantageous scenarios on the side of Loud. And now just looking to close the series.
Cloud9, after this call, look for a cross-map strategy. Disperse the members of Loud, and it works to take down Darker. Clearing into the site was kind of the problem here last time. Too many members of Loud were just able to crash in and clear out from Cave. Are they going to move forward? No, they're actually just going to hide out. Just outside sight, Vic with 1. Great util to stall it coming back in, coming from Ben. It's not going to be really a timing they have to worry about. Davi gets a headshot, though, scattering a bit of C9. Have to be confident in their positions here. They're slowly getting pushed back out of the site. Kill after kill. Luxio gets another one. They find Vic, and now it's going to be a hit. No, Celsius stays alive. 5 HP, and the shot from Davi is going to be enough. Defuse, though. He's got to get to the defuse.
Zelsis is praying right now.
Oh my
You see
God,
him
he's gonna be
closing,
0.0 something if he's got it, and it's gonna be 2-5. No, he's got enough time. Not even close, baby. Loud take Summit. Loud take the series.
Heartbreaking loss there for Cloud9. They looked so good on their first map in the opener. Revitalizing, going back to some comfort pace, going back to the old school style of the double controller on Haven. Sticking